Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Today we're taking a look at one of the weirdest body cams I think I've ever seen. Where do I even start with this one? So a cop finds a bunch of frat boys during a hazing. If you guys know what hazing is, you're in for a wild ride, this body cam. But if you don't know what hazing is, basically it happens in fraternities and sororities. And hazing is any action taken or situation created intentionally, whether on or off fraternity premises, to produce mental or physical discomfort, embarrassment, harassment, or ridicule. So it's basically just a humiliation ritual that sororities and fraternities do. It's fucking weird. I hear about hazings that happen in the colleges in my town. I hear about hazings that happen in the town over. I think hazings happen pretty much in every single college town, I want to say. It seems like a pretty widespread phenomenon with fraternities and sororities, and I don't know why these hazings just seem like weird humiliation rituals. It's kind of embarrassing. The concept of paying to be in a house, like basically paying for friends, and then getting a humiliation ritual done on you on top of that, all for the price tag of like $4,000 a semester. That's tough.
Police and firefighters responded to the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house after a fire alarm went off.
Pretty good, how are you? Good.
Before the cop walks into the hazing, I just need to make one comment. I've been to a frat house before and it looked exactly like this on the inside. Why do they all give off like a backrooms vibe? Is this like a universal thing with every frat? Kind of spooky.
Hey guys, what's going on here? What's going on?
While downstairs checking the fire alarm, officers stumble upon a fraternity hazing situation.
Sam Hells. Yeah, I'll definitely need 133 here. This is the alarm here. All right, who's in charge?
This POV is kind of like a horror game. I feel like I'm playing a horror game right now. Did y'all see when the cop flashed his light in the room and it showed one of the guys in there with a blindfold on? That's a mini jump scare.
Looks like we have quite a bit of hazing. So I'm gonna ask again, who's in charge?
We can talk upstairs.
No, we're gonna talk right here. Who's in charge?
A couple of us are. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You already told him enough. I don't know if this guy's fully guilty or not, but he definitely seems like somebody who organized it at very least. Just getting really suspicious vibes from him.
Okay, well, we need to find someone who's in charge, because this is ridiculous. Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here.
This is easily one of the wildest frames you'll see the entire body cam. What the fuck is happening in here, bruh? Hell no. And some people are really paying thousands of dollars to get into this shit. What the hell? Is it really this worth it? Like, what possesses them to even do this shit? They got blindfolds on. They're lined up by the walls. They're circling the pole. Like, this is like weirdly organized. I'm getting Bohemian Grove vibes. I have no idea what that is on the guy with the white shirt. Like, it looks brown. I don't want to make any assumptions. That it's just, yeah, that's crazy. Whole lot of weird shit going on in here.
Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up? Everyone take their blindfolds off.
Hold on, now's my time to really examine this. What is happening in here? They got a fucking Bluetooth speaker in the corner too? They're bumping some tunes while they do this weird shit? I'm curious about what's on the playlist though. Knowing frats, it's probably some Kanye West or something. But off first glance, it seems like they're blindfolding frat bros and they're throwing food and drinks at them. I can only assume it's food and drinks just because of how the floor looks and how their shirts look. But I'm not gonna lie, I did pre-watch this once, and later on, one of the frat bros says something very concerning that I thought was Crazy. According to one of the frat bros, they get messed with while they're blindfolded. Who knows what that could mean? But getting messed with while blindfolded sounds like a nightmare. Hopefully this was all consensual and everybody signed up to do this and there was like nobody that got tricked into doing this. That would definitely be fucked up. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully everybody's in here because they wanted to be in here. Also, one more thing I noticed. Why do they all have gray shoes? Like, was that part of the hazing rules or something? There's so many uncanny parts about this video. It's weird as hell.
Shit. I've already given multiple commands to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving. Apparently they're taking this pretty serious.
Yeah, I guess.
You in charge?
You said
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
no one asked for house dad.
Where's he at?
Summit.
Working at Summit.
What is a house dad? Anyways, so this guy comes down and immediately you can tell his voice is gone. He has screamed his voice out. I'm willing to bet that this dude is the primary person involved because if they're being blindfolded in a dark room with food and drinks thrown at them, there's no doubt that they're getting screamed at as well. And I'm willing to bet that this guy is the person doing it.
No one asked for house dad.
His voice is shot. Also, I'm still a little confused about what a house dad is. I'm assuming it's like the organizer or director of the house. Why do they label him as a dad though? Is that not weird?
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
Questionable.
Yeah.
I get it.
I would probably be calling your house dad or whoever.
The bush light is really the cherry on top with this video. Like, I don't think it gets any more frat than this. And you can hear the police are trying to figure out who's running this operation, and the frat guys who are talking to them are not giving any info about it. They're keeping their lips sealed. Nobody knows what's going on, apparently, according to the frat bros.
Since ultimately
Wish I could.
he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
A lot of
I
budget.
don't have his numbers.
Yeah.
Which Russia is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys know how the fire alarm got set off? Or is it just from it's manual? Goes off.
So it's this one in the hallway here. How it got set off, I'm not sure.
I don't think it was down here. It's upstairs.
I can tell you it was this one. It was
Really?
Yeah.
There's no full answer to how the fire alarm got triggered. I'm curious if it was like somebody who escaped who pulled it out of desperation to get help, or if it was like a prank. I don't know why the fire alarm would ever be used. Kind of random, and somebody definitely snitched on the operation by doing that. But eventually Mr. White Hoodie makes a big mistake.
How does nobody live here then? Just hanging out?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I don't know.
You go to University of Iowa?
Yeah.
You do? What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Why?
Just wondering what your name is.
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
Why?
Just wondering who I'm talking to.
I want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
All right.
Want to see my ID?
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
Jose sounds like an old man in this clip with his voice lost.
Why?
But he refuses to give the cop some info, but he does give the cop his first name, his major, and even offers to give him his ID. And this is where he makes the mistake.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake? You think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different things there. Campus 142, one by DL, number at Iowa when you're ready.
It's definitely not Jose.
He gave the cop a fake ID, bro. This is dumb to do for so many reasons, bro. First of all, because the cops can just look up if it's a fake ID or not. And second of all, because in some states, having a fake ID is considered a felony. Thankfully, though, they're in Iowa, so I think it's just a misdemeanor out there if you have a fake ID. But still, not a smart move at all. I think bro is already drunk, so he didn't know which ID he was giving the cop. I mean, already he doesn't seem like he's in his right mind with his voice lost and bush light in hand right outside of a hazing event. This guy is definitely on one.
I need to talk to these people here. I need to send over here.
I'll step inside.
Okay.
Is anyone in here that needs medical attention? Is anyone here that is against their will? Is there anyone here who is not participating in this? I.e. a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury? No. I'm almost.
Huh?
It's almost like that's something about with the guy standing here.
Yeah, there's no way around it. This is some ritual stuff. I don't know what exactly was going on here. I kind of don't want to know, if I'm being honest. But yeah, this is just like out of Backrooms. This is some horror movie uncanny bullshit that's going on in here. It looks humid in here, and I can't even imagine the smell. Probably smells like BO and Bush Light in here. The one question I keep running back to in my mind though is, why would you sign up for this? I'm genuinely curious. Because here's the thing. I view frats and sororities as groups of people who are paying quite a bit of money just to make friends and fit in more. And if that's your main reason for joining a frat and getting into this type of activity, brother, that is sad. Like, you gotta promise me at least $1 million if you ever want me to do this type of shit, bro. I'm gonna need at least $1 million, a new house, a new car, and a lifetime Qdoba unlimited gift card if you ever want me doing this shit.
What's all over you guys?
It's just water.
Just water? What's on that dude's tie?
I'm not sure if some are.
You? Come here.
Serena. Does it look like it's...
Nope. You're gonna stand right over there.
Why?
Because I'm telling it to.
It's my house.
It's your house. You're responsible for everything that
I'm in
happened
this
today.
fraternity, so...
So, okay. Check in right there. Get up against the wall. Come over here. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna stand with your buddy over here.
If I was in this situation as one of the people being hazed, which I would never be, you'll catch me dead before I ever do that, but hypothetically speaking, I would be glad that the cops are here because that shit's finally over, you know what I mean? But overall, this has to be such an uncomfortable, weird experience for the people who are being hazed.
Milliken, take these two, ask some questions about what's going on their arms. So, are you responsible for the house? No? Okay, who's the house dad?
I just told you he works at f***ing Summit. We'll call him. Go there and
What
fucking
was
Summit.
his name?
Eric, I told you.
Okay.
Why are you asking me?
Because it sounds like you're responsible for the house.
No,
Sounds like you have some idea of what's going on.
no.
You're not very forthcoming with everything.
How about you ask the f***ing house dad? Who are you, 30 years
Two
old?
we're trying to get a hold of.
Okay.
Yo, it's kind of crazy how disrespectful the frat bro gets with this dude. And honestly, I'm not surprised that the frat guy is giving him attitude. Frat guys aren't known to be the kindest of men. Also, he's making it really obvious that he's hiding information from the cop. You can clearly tell that he knows a decent amount of what's going on right now, but he's just not telling the cop. He's already told the cop a little bit. He's given him bits and pieces, which lets the cop know that this is one of the main people in charge. But yeah, the frat bro just thinks he can fool the cop, I guess, even after giving the cop a little bit of information. Definitely not the brightest bulb in the frat.
Go call him. Please.
Stay right there.
Stay here.
You guys got IDs on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at them. Step back. I don't know you, dude.
This is
Back up.
private property. I can stay here.
Yeah, but right now we're investigating something that's going on.
Investigating what? There's nothing going on.
There's nothing going on as there's 20 shirtless, blindfolded men in the basement of this dude's house. Holy shit, this dude sucks at lying.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Celebration
Nobody? Celebration or what?
of life.
Yeah, I don't know if this is how I celebrate life. You know, I don't think this is how most people celebrate life. This looks like some weird cultist ritual or some bullshit. This looks like a celebration of something else.
Okay, sweet. Okay, you two. The reason I pulled you guys aside. We're here for public safety at this point. What's on your arms?
Oh.
Where are you guys going now? $127. Can I get you back down here?
Yo, there's white stuff on this dude's neck, bro. What the fuck is going on down? What happened? Like, I don't want to assume the worst here, but I don't know. Is that lotion or something? Is that something else? Like, what the fuck, bro? Is that whipped cream or?
What's on your neck?
I don't know. I can't see. That looks like blood, is it? Shining your light. Is it blood?
That's what I'm asking.
Want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, dude on the left is definitely involved, bro. He's sus as hell. He's doing a terrible job trying to come off innocent. Why is he asking the cop if he wants to taste if it's blood or not? Like, brother, what?
Do you see why we're here? Why we're asking questions?
I don't know. You got the wrong guy.
Oh my god, bro, you are not slick. Nah, but with everything evaluated, this definitely looks like some weird humiliation ritual stuff. I don't know any self-respecting man that would ever subject themselves to this type of activity, bro. This is just beyond me. This seems like a shitty experience to go through. This doesn't seem fun at all. But thankfully, this seems like a lighter hazing ritual compared to some of the other ones I've seen. There's a lot of darker hazing stories that have involved students actually passing away because of how extreme the hazings are. So thankfully this one was a lot more tame. It seemed like still weird as hell and kind of dark and cringe, but thankfully there was no serious injuries or anything like that.
You president?
Yes.
Step a sec.
The officers finally speak to the fraternity president.
I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I'm a little frustrated, but we're going to get through it, okay? What's going on tonight?
It's their lead up to initiation.
So they had to go through all of that just to be a part of the house? Hell no, bro. Why are people signing up for these? What, is it really that worth it? I'm genuinely, is it that worth it? What's the fucking prize? What's the catch? You know what I mean? Why are people doing this?
What's the deal with, what are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded
Okay,
and get messed with.
okay.
This is what I was talking about earlier. The frat leader literally said they get messed with. What do you think that sounds like? Based off of the times we're in and who's getting exposed, like the Epsteins and the Diddies, bro. Hopefully they're just talking about having drinks and food thrown at them, you know? If it's any darker than that, bro, then I genuinely feel bad for everybody who got hazed in this, because what the fuck, bro? They get messed with, he says. Some weird ass activities going on in this house.
The entire time that we've been here, which has now been, I think, 15, 20 minutes, we have been demanding to speak to somebody in charge where nobody knows you, apparently, in the house.
Okay.
Nobody knows who's in charge. Like, here's the deal. We have a hazing event, right? We're going to do a report because we responded to a fire alarm, which we were trying to get people to evacuate because of the fire alarm. But from my understanding, you guys refused to evacuate from a fire alarm after an officer is ordering everybody to vacate the premise. And then on top of that, we find this hazing event. We want to speak to somebody. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anyone. Nobody knows what's going on. This is going in a report. The University of Iowa is going to see this.
Okay.
And with the stuff going around across the country, students dying from hazing events, I'm not saying it's to that level.
It's not.
I'm not saying any, but the university has a very, very strict policy on hazing. If I can't talk to people, and if people aren't going to cooperate with me, that's their right. They don't have to speak to me. However, that means only my observations are going to go into this report. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to look worse than if people can kind of explain to us what's going on, right? Because then I can at least put your guys' side of the story in it as well. So I guess I want to know what we got going on. Like, you're saying it's a ritual prior to initiation?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm asking for some cooperation and some coordination with your people here to just tell your people, like, hey, if that's what people need to do, just politely tell us that, right? So I guess I'm looking for you to kind of be a leader here and help us out a little bit and start trying to keep everybody in line. Okay?
I apologize.
Okay, let's go back inside. All right.
So I know I let that play on for quite a while, but I did want to talk a lot about it because there was a lot of details that explained the majority of what was going on. So the fire alarm got pulled in this house, and then the cops showed up, and the cops ordered everybody to vacate the premises, and nobody did. So they went down to the basement and found everybody in the basement doing that weird shit. And if nobody's vacating the premises, that leads me to believe that this was all coordinated by the frat bros. Like, they purposefully led the cops to their house. Maybe to, like, I don't know, show that they won't fold to the cops, to the other bros or something like that. Maybe it's like a loyalty test or something like that, where they have to show that they won't snitch to the police or something, with fear involved, with the blindfolds and the throwing of water and food and stuff. I don't know, bro. This is definitely some weird shit at the end of the day, no doubt. I don't think any real purpose could justify the weirdness of all of it, because getting blindfolded while shirtless and having water and food thrown at you while also getting messed with, all while blindfolded, is, I don't know. That's a questionable activity to get yourself into. I don't know why you'd want to endure all that just to get into a house with other men. I don't know. Definitely pretty embarrassing and humiliating, at least to me. Also just seems like a flat out uncomfortable situation to be in, bro. I can't imagine being one of the people who actually had to deal with getting hazed in this. Hell no. And I guess there is like a conversation to be had about the benefits with joining a frat, which is like a bigger network, more opportunities. It says there's improved academic performance as a benefit for joining the frat, which I don't know. That seems a little questionable to me. I feel like some of them definitely lack in the education department. There's definitely a lot who focus on partying and lifting more than they do learning. I guess I don't see much of a benefit of joining a frat, especially since you can make connections and friendships outside of them. I've never joined a frat, and I've made plenty of friends in college. So, like, I don't know. I guess I just don't see the real benefit or the real justification for ever subjecting yourself to a hazing to getting into one of these houses. To me, I just view frat houses as party houses. I can't separate the two in my head. And it's like, why would you want to get into one of these party houses when you can just get invited to one of their parties but not have to live there? I've been to a ton of frat parties, but never would I ever want to live in a frat house, bro. They just give off weird ass energy. Anyways, they revisit the guy in the white sweatshirt's house on the next day, and they arrest him.
All right, so unfortunately for you, at this point, you're being placed under arrest. You can put your hands behind your back.
Joseph was arrested for interference with official acts in connection with the hazing incident. Those charges would be dropped a year later. The Alpha Delta Phi fraternity was suspended through 2029 for hazing.
And yeah, that's pretty much where the body cam video ends. Don't join frats that haze. And honestly, I wouldn't join frats, period. They seem very overrated and weird. Paying thousands of dollars to get hazed is a big yikes for me. Anyways, I think I can confidently say that was the weirdest body cam video I've ever watched. If not the weirdest, probably like top 3, top 5, no doubt. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. If you guys want to recommend me more body cam videos to watch, feel free to follow my Instagram and DM me, links on there. Sometimes I read through DMs and it's fun to see what you guys send me. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. It helps me out in the algorithm. And if y'all want to see more content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe. If you guys want to support me directly, then feel free to go watch me on Spotify. I know watching videos on Spotify might be a drag for some of y'all, but this is for the people who want to support me directly. Spotify does pay more than YouTube, so it would be much appreciated if you guys watch me on there. And yeah, with that all being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure y'all are staying safe, hydrated, and positive, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Outro music. This is outro. This is outro. Outro music. This is outro. Hey.
Bye.